on this rainy day. Let's just take some breath. Hi. Last week I shared some pretty intimate details about how my children were taken away from me by the system, and how for 21 months I wasn't able to see or be with them except for on recorded Zoom calls. I spoke about how I was able to find peace in an impossible situation, in a situation that broke me and built me and broke me and built me and broke me and built me over and over and over again. I'm still learning, still growing, still having to learn patience, even though I've been restored with my children. Now there's still moments where it's so hard to believe that I was separated from them for so long, and what a tragedy that was. This week, I want to share a little bit about how I was able to keep joy in my life, even though I was separated from my children. At one point, I reached out to a hypnotherapist who I had seen, Sabrina Perez, and she agreed to see me at no charge because she knew that I couldn't afford it. And during one of our sessions, we talked about what were ways that I could implement joy in the midst of all of my chaos. And something that I came up with was to set timers in my phone to go off twice a day, where I would stop and for one song, I would dance and I would sing and I would be joyful. It was little things like that that really got me through to being okay, to experiencing joy still, and learning to still have fun and sing and dance in the storm. I also, during that time, found sound healing. It was something I had never heard of before until I started going to a metaphysical shop, and lo and behold, they had a sound bath taking place for one of their new moons. And I attended, and I loved it. I loved it so much that I knew that I wanted to make it a part of my journey too. And eventually, when I had the financial means to do so, I purchased my first set of crystal singing bowls. And music was really a way, these bowls were a way to help regulate my nervous system and help keep me calm, keep me grounded. Also, my cat Olive. She was a huge instrumental part in keeping me grounded at one point as well, too. But the sound healing really became a huge part of my life, and it became something that I wanted to share with people. And since then, I've been growing and learning about sound healing and wanting to share it with everybody else that I know, that I don't know, to my viewers. I wanted to post videos of myself playing the bowls, singing, to help people find peace, to find peace in all the chaos in the world and everything that's going on in our own individual lives. And little by little, I I put the pieces back together. I'm not going to sit here today and tell you that I'm whole, that I'm fully healed, that I've figured it all out, because I haven't. But what I have discovered is that these beautiful instruments are really a way to bring you back to yourself, which is why I started the channel, which is why I started Karma Soma Sound. Because I wanted to be able to help bring people back to themselves. Every note, every sound brings me back to where I belong. Every note, every sound brings me back to where I belong. Every note, every sound brings me back to where I belong. Every note, every sound brings me back to where I belong, which is home, which is home. It brings me back to where I belong, which is home, which is home. It brings me back to where I belong, which is home. So this week, if you're struggling with the feeling of being at peace, being at home, I want to encourage you to dive into sound healing, to these frequencies that restore DNA, that regulate your nervous system, that bring you back to peace, to groundedness, to center. And I pray that any mama who's watching this, who is struggling, will just feel a sense of ease, a sense of peace by knowing that some other mom, me, was able to have her children taken away from her for almost 2 years and is still okay, not okay, it's still here, it's still finding peace, finding joy, finding happiness. And that's all I really have to share this week. I just wanted to make this short and simple on this beautiful rainy day that we're having today. It might not be raining while you're viewing this, but I just want to say that I see you. If you're anything like me or anywhere like where I was, I see you. You can find peace. You can find wholeness. You can find your center. It's not impossible. And with that, all my love, all my grace, all my vulnerability. Until next week, thank you.